my topic for this lecture is what is classical mathematics, and you all are probably thinking, that's a really good question. Isn't just math math? Math has always been math, and to a certain extent, I think that's exactly right. There's some content that's pretty universal. So think of something like the Pythagorean theorem, the quadratic formula. Addition problems are still addition problems. We still use the same kind of operations. And I think the thing that ends up distinguishing classical mathematics from something that might be done at a non-classical school is actually what we do with that content, how we deliver it to students, how students learn it, how students really come to understand it and grasp it. And so what I want to pitch today is classical mathematics actually as a fusion of a couple of things, right? And the first one here I think needs to be a fusion of both procedural fluency, right? How you do the things we do as mathematicians, right? How we add and subtract. We want our students to graduate being able to know all the four basic operations, know how to factor things, etc. We want them to be able to do a certain number of things. We want them to know the procedures, right? But we also really want them to have a conceptual understanding of the things, right? We don't want them just to know how to divide. We want them to know why we bring this number down when we bring it down. We want them to know, why the Pythagorean theorem works, right? These kind of things. And so this fusion really that we're aiming for in classical mathematics here is really the whats and the whys, right? That their skills are supported by a deeper understanding, right? And also their understanding is informed by this practice and repetition that they've done here. So, right? So as teachers, we have our students over and over and over repeating different things to practice until they make it perfect, right? But we also have them saying it's not just good enough to be able to know that, when I have this certain formula up here, I follow the formula, I plug it in, and I get an answer, right? I need to know why that formula comes about and how it informs other formulas, etc. Right? So what we're really aiming for in this classical pedagogy, right, is this fusion of both of these into one sort of central combination of procedural and conceptual, right? The other thing that I think it's a fusion of is this idea of things that are done by the teacher, that are delivered by the teacher to students, right? As well as this idea of student-driven exploration. So this might be something that I, as a teacher, sort of am really guiding my students through. I'm asking them a bunch of questions here. I'm the one that's kind of making the material come alive, but I also don't want to just hand them the answers, right? One of my favorite quotes about mathematics is the art of explanation, right? If we do all the explaining to the students, right, we actually rob them of the mathematics itself, right? And so what we really want is our students to be able to explore and to drive their exploration into the topics, right? If you think about teaching multiplication, right, I do want to be able to tell the students, multiplication is this active repeated addition, but I also want them to be able to experience multiplication, right? I want them to be able to say, to answer their question, how do we figure out how many feet we have as a class, right? And get them counting by twos and get them being the ones saying, I don't need to ask every single person how many feet they have. Everyone has 2 feet. And so I can do 2 times the number of people in the class, right? And so we have this student-driven sort of exploration, right? And I think the fusion here that lies at the center is this idea of these kind of conversations, right? And so the teachers are asking these meaningful questions to students, and the students are engaging in those things by engaging in those questions with their own ideas, right? And so me as a teacher is this dynamic engagement with the students around this meaningful topic, right? So I think you are right. Math is math, right? It's always been math. It's the same kind of content, but I think what separates this idea of classical mathematics is we're not just jamming content into kids' heads over and over and over again until they get it. And we're not just turning them loose to say, go to explore all the math that you want to, right? It's this dynamic fusion of the whats and the whys, right? Within this kind of conversation type structure, right? And that I think is really what's going to make mathematics classical.